crafty YouTube friends, it's Rena, and I'm coming to you with a design team project for Elegant Embellishments. This isn't my scheduled project, but I'm just so inspired by Dee's store and the products in her store that I've kind of gone crazy. So I hope you guys like it, and without further ado, let me move my very light sign that I like much better than my very heavy sign. And I'm going to show you the products that I used on this project. I used a lot of filigree pieces, and I used these very vintage looking flowers. So she has all three of these different ones, and she has a few others, but these are the ones that I used on this project. And this beautiful, I love this piece so much. And I've done another project where I cut this, and today I cut it this way so I could use it as like an ornate piece at the top and at the bottom of a particular area. So very, very easy to cut. I mean, so super easy. I mean, look how thin that is. So I also used these vintage corner pieces, and I covered up two of them. You won't be able to see, but I did use 4 of these. So then I used some laces. I used this VL, which stands for Vintage Lace 013, this eyelet. And I used that to make flowers, and I used this Vintage Lace 016 to make flowers as well. And I used this beautiful peach lace, very large, very delicate, a lot of great uses for that. You can cut that. I'm looking for one more lace that I used. Here it is. This is a 5-inch vintage lace, and it comes in this large piece like this, and you can cut it. So that piece as well. Okay. Let me bring in my project. And here it is. I'm going to try really hard not to mention where I got stuff, except at Dee's store. It's really hard to do. Alright, as you can see, I'm sure you're familiar with the paper line. And what I did was I created this from scratch. I started out with no pattern. I've made one of these before with just one drawer. I decided to make it with 2. And it's 2 drawers on each side of the box. So they actually pull out, and they're lined with more of the same. I'll pull this one out so you can see the same paper line. So all of these are, there's 8 functional drawers. So I'm not going to pull those out again. At the bottom, I have these pretty beads, that wood beads that I used for feet. And let me start at the top. So, you know, my topper, it's an easel topper. So it's all 6 by 6. The box is 6 by 6. And normally your easel part would be able to lay down, but because of this here, I decided to go ahead and make the easel permanent, so you can see it's very sturdy. All right. I had this bling, this trim, and these butterflies in my stash, but here is the beautiful filigree piece that I told you can cut in half from Dee's Zibbet store, and there is the top part of it, and then I used the bottom part of it here, and you can see how pretty and ornate that that looks around the calendar. Over here, this is the cutout from the paper collection, and I just bordered that a little bit. Then I used a pretty flower filigree piece back here, and then this little cameo with the dangle from my stash. I brought some pearls around, and I had these flowers that were gifted to me with another butterfly from my stash. And then I made this lace flower with Dee's cotton lace, and then I layered this filigree flower, and then this flower from my stash, and some more flowers from my stash there. And I decided to go ahead and snow text them to give them more of a kind of a vintage shabby look. I draped some pearls down throughout my flowers. I really love doing that. And then, of course, this awesome bling. Underneath is a pretty peach scalloped satin lace trim, and then underneath back here I layered again some more of Dee's peach lace around this box. Here are my, let me adjust the light and see if you can see them any better. Those are my metal corner pieces there underneath the box, and they're in the back as well, but I ended up covering those up as we often do. Then over here, I've got a lot more. You know what? I'm going to move this. This is not working. There we go. A lot going on this side, and I started with a cotton lace flower that I made there with Dee's lace, and then layered the filigree flower, and then I've got a couple flowers, and then a little cutout from the paper collection. More snow text flowers, beads that I've wandered throughout the flower spray there, and then I took a piece of paper from the paper collection and I folded it at a 1/4 inch and made it into a fan, and layered some pearls across the top of the fan. And then this is also that peach lace, perfect for this paper collection, just beautiful. This is from the collection, more flowers from my stash that I snow text. And I don't know if you can see back behind here, but this whole piece underneath, I layered that vintage lace. I showed you that 5-inch piece of vintage lace all the way across the paper back there, and you can see it in real life. You can see it underneath that part of the card as well. So this here is a resin piece, also from Dee's store, and she sent me some cameos that did fit perfectly in there. However, because of the project I was doing, I decided to cut this lady out of the paper collection and fit her in. It's a little bit tough to get it cut perfectly, but I just cut it too big, and then I just worked on it a little and a little until I could get it the perfect size. But as you can see, it is possible, and then I just glossy accented her. So that is my project for today. I hope you liked it. I actually am not a real vintage person, but I actually really, really like this. Let me tell you too, because I obviously forgot, this part right here is for Post-it notes, and it's 3x3, so Post-it notes fit perfectly in there. And yeah, I'm going to probably be giving this to someone, and I'm going to fill this with Post-it notes, and I'm going to put paper clips and tacks and all kinds of little office trinkets, because this, I think, would be a great item to have on one's desk or crafting area. And they can put whatever they want, of course, but I love using Post-it notes on things, especially now that I'm doing design team projects. I like to write all the products that I use on a Post-it note and stick it on the item, so when I go to do my video, it is easier for me. So there you go. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys real soon. I've got a challenge coming up. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.